All right, and we're live, pal. Once again, baby. So, hey, Andy here. And today we're going to be doing some video editing and things. So, let's get everything all set up here in the channel. Live chat. That's good. Okay. Good. So, just get that going. Just good. And then we'll. Oh, forgot. Let's share this in the Discord as well. So I have my little live chat going on my phone, so I can see it. So I don't need no stinking second monitor. Although it would be nice, but this desk is already pretty crowded as it is. I think once I get a new desktop, that's going to be the goal after, is getting a new monitor. So I'll probably just get another one of these. I'm very happy with the monitor I have. It's an Asus ProArt 4K monitor, looking fantastic. Got it at a super discount for used. So sorry, just kind of. Just looking through the Discord. It's been a while. I've been busy with things, but there we are. So we got that going, which is nice. So that's been shared. Now we'll go and bring it out here. So okay, just posted it out right now. That going. Good. All right, I think we're good. So, that said, let's get into the meat and potatoes here. So, yep, we got ourselves Premiere up right now. Let's move the mic over a little. So we got the chat up as well. It's good. And we're gonna get on with the video editing and such. Sorry, just repositioning the mic. So, all right, just for a little bit of context here. So Ali Abdaal, he's a famous like productivity YouTuber. I saw that he was auditioning for some new video editors. He's doing one for a full-time video editing position in London. Can't quite go for that one. I just don't have the funds to move to London. Plus, you got to worry about taxes and shit. So, you know, it doesn't seem very practical for me to do that just yet. But he is also auditioning for some remote editors as well for part-time work. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So one of the requirements is to put together a short for his channel. He gave the little raw file right here for about the Mexican fisherman. This is actually one of my favorites, little short stories. You know, kind of the parable of the Mexican fisherman, I guess you can call it. And I also have over here 2 shorts that I downloaded just for visual reference for things. So we got that going. So, you know, like the different text, you know, fonts, colors, things like that. So we'll just be matching those up. And once we get those in, I think we'll also probably zhuzh this up with some other visual storytelling elements. We'll see where it goes. I think I'll probably just start off with the stock ones, and then we'll go from there. So, yeah. He also has the same brand of hoodie that I have, different color and design, but same deal. So yeah, looks pretty cute indeed. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. And I just have the shorts length here for the in-out, just so I know how long it's going to be. It's probably looking like it's going to be a lot shorter than this, but this just kind of shows me, you know. So right now we're going to be cutting this into like a coherent short, and if it is longer than this, then we'll trim out some extra bits here and there, but I don't think it'll be, but we'll see. I've already kind of got a bit of a head start. I already did some audio editing with this one. So I basically, it's fine. So I basically just tweaked the audio so it sounds better. Cut out all the extra noise and stuff.
The fisherman replied that he made enough money to support his family's immediate needs.
Yeah, so it just cuts out like that. So that's good. All right, so show you what I got so far. We're just doing raw cuts right now.
This is one story that has genuinely completely changed my life. It's called The Parable of the Mexican Fisherman. There was once an American investment banker who met a fisherman at a...
Yeah, that's a little too fast. Let me see if we can... Okay. Yeah, because I notice he looks like to the right, so... Let's see.
The Mexican Fisherman. There was once an American investment...
That's about as good as I can do.
Banker who met a fisherman at a coastal village in Mexico. The banker asked the fisherman...
Actually, I think what we can do, we could probably extend it from this side a little bit. Let's see.
Fisherman. There was once an American...
It's not too bad. Let's see.
He changed my life. It's called The Parable of the Mexican Fisherman. There was once an American...
Seems a little long. Okay, I think we'll do it about there.
Of the Mexican Fisherman. There was once an...
Yep, that's good. It's like a timing thing. It's something that's kind of hard to train. You just have to do it for a while and you get the hang of it. But yeah, just make sure if there's any sort of audio issues or whatever, just let me know and we'll get to it.
American investment banker who met a fisherman at a coastal village in Mexico. The banker asked the fisherman how long he spent fishing each day. The fisherman replied...
Yeah, I cut that one way too tight, didn't I? Fuck, wrong one. Alright, so we'll extend those just a little bit just to... Come on now. There we are. So, it'll be... Shit. He does that eye look thing. I wonder if he does that on purpose just to catch people. Okay. About there-ish, I guess. Oh, fuck. Too far. There we are.
Coastal village in Mexico. The banker asked the...
Slightly better, but regardless.
The fisherman how long he spent fishing each day. The fisherman replied,
Fine.
only a little while. So the banker asked, why don't you stay out longer and catch more fish?
Okay, so fish. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. There. Maybe actually, yeah, there. Catch more fish.
The fisherman replied that he made enough money to support his family's immediate needs.
Immediate needs.
But what do you do with the rest of your time? Asked.
Okay. So, because now the reason I do that is he does a lot of outtakes, so you kind of have to skip ahead and pay attention. And I think he does this on purpose just to like catch people for this audition. I don't know for sure if he actually does this. If this is like an honest to goodness take, or if this is just his way of testing people. Okay, it's about there. Let's see.
Why don't you stay out longer and catch more fish? The fisherman replied.
Yeah, we can tighten that up a little bit.
Stay out longer and catch more fish. The fisherman replied.
Okay.
Longer and catch more fish. The fisherman replied that he made enough money to support his family's immediate needs. His immediate needs.
Shit. There. This is.
But what do you do with the rest of your time?
What do you do the rest of your time?
The fisherman said, I sleep. The fisherman said, I sleep.
Okay, so yeah, see, he fucked this part up. Yeah, see.
What?
There. Boop.
Family's immediate needs. But what do you do with the rest of your time? Asked the banker.
Okay. Good. Okay, so
The fisherman said, I sleep. The fisherman said, I sleep late, I play with.
sleep late and a bear.
The fisherman said, I sleep late, I play with my children.
Nice.
The banker said, I can help you make millions if you.
There it is. Okay. Put it there. Yeah. See, look, that whole ass section's gone.
The fisherman said,
Oh shit, wrong one. So yeah.
time, asked the banker. The fisherman said, I sleep late, I play with my children, I take siestas with my wife, and in the evenings I go down to the village and I play the guitar and sip wine with my amigos.
Okay.
The banker said, I can help you make millions.
I said I can help you make millions.
You should spend more time fishing.
There you are. Boop. Might be a little, well, it's looking like it's gonna be a little tight. Maybe. We'll see.
With my amigos. The banker said, wine with my amigos. The banker.
You could probably tighten this part up a little bit.
Wine with my amigos. The banker said, I can help you make millions. If you spend more time fishing, you can develop your own fishmonger, and then you can move to New York City, and you can have a big distribution, and you can make all of this money.
Shit. He cut like way too fast.
Okay, let's try that again.
Again?
The banker said, I think I can help you make millions. You should spend more time fishing.
Ah, cheeky. Cheeky, cheeky. Alright. I see. Okay. Cheeky, cheeky.
The guitar and sip wine with my amigos. The banker said, I think I can help you make millions.
Shit. God damn it.
You should spend more time fishing. Of course, you need to leave this small coastal fishing.
Yeah, we're live, pal. Live. The actual video is already recorded, but yeah. We're live, pal. And after this, we're gonna work on some Eric mealtime. I got one fresh to work on yesterday. So.
I think I can help you make millions. You should spend more time fishing, buy a load more boats, and eventually open up your own fishmonger.
There. Your own fishmonger.
Of course, you need to leave this small coastal fishing village. The fisherman asked, how long will it take to make...
Okay. Ooh, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be real tight, but yeah, that's about as far as I could take it to have it still qualify as a short. But yeah.
And eventually open up your own fishmonger. Of course, you need to leave this small coastal fishing village and move to New York City, where you can run your expanding enterprise. The fisherman asked, how long will it take to make... The fisherman asked, but how long will it take? And the banker replied, probably around 10 to 15 years.
There we are. Boop. I might be able to make it. We'll see. It'll be giddy though.
Your expanding enterprise. The fisherman asked, but how long will it take to make these millions? And the banker replied, probably around... But then what? Said the fisherman. Will it take to make these millions? And the banker replied, probably around 10 to 15 years.
Check. He looked off to the side.
But then what? Said the fisherman. The banker then said, well, that's... The banker said, well, that's the best bit. You could then move to a...
No volume. Oh, you can't hear it. That's weird. Should be on. Hold on. Headphones. Should be on. Yeah, let me check it real quick.
Fisherman said, I sleep late, I play with my children, I take siestas with my wife, and in the evenings I go down to the village and I play the guitar and sip wine with my amigos. The banker said,
can you not hear it?
You make millions. You should spend more time fishing, buy a load more boats, and eventually open up your own fishmonger. Of course, you need to leave this small coastal fishing village and move to New York City, where you can run your expanding enterprise. The fisherman asked, but how long will it take to make these millions? And the banker replied, probably...
Can you guys not hear it? No, it's on. Well, it might be a little low though, so I guess I'll go ahead and turn it up a little bit. So I suppose that's imperative. So we'll just do about -10. So let's see if this one works.
I sleep late, I play with my children, I take siestas with my wife, and in the evenings I go down to the village and I play the guitar and sip wine with my amigos.
So
the banker said, I think I can help you make millions. You should spend more time fishing, buy a load more boats, and eventually open up your own fishmonger. Of course, you need to leave this small coastal fishing village and move to New York City.
Okay, let's give it a shot. No, it's definitely loud. Sound settings definitely work. So we are Taguchi, baby. So
around 10 to 15 years. But then what? Said the fisherman.
But then what?
But then what? Said.
Oh, okay, cool. No worries, man. No worries. Appreciate you looking out.
10 to 15 years. But then what? Said the fisherman.
Okay.
The banker then said, well, that's... The banker said, well...
Okay.
Said the fisherman. The banker said, well, that's the best bit.
Oh, hey. There you go.
You could then move to a small coastal fishing village in Mexico and you can stroll into the village each evening.
Nice. Oh, what up, Ray? How much GI Bill do I have left over? Yeah, I don't have any GI Bill left over, unfortunately. Used all mine already. And I even had my, what I put into the Montgomery when I was in boot camp, had that paid back to me. So, oh, shit. That's not good. Might have to tighten this up a little bit.
The best bit. You could move to a small coastal fishing village in Mexico where you can sleep late, you can play with your children, you can take siestas with your wife, and you can go to... Oh. And you can stroll into the village each evening to play guitar.
Okay, and you can stroll into the... You can stroll into the village.
In Mexico where you can sleep late, you can play with your children, you can take siestas with your wife.
Take siestas with your wife.
And you can go to... And you can stroll into the village each siestas with your wife.
Yeah, let's see if we can... Up there. Let's see. Yeah, Voc Rehab. Yeah, that seems nice. Love to do that, but, you know.
Siestas with your wife. And you can stroll into the village.
Okay, shit. A little too tight there.
Siestas with your wife. And you can stroll into the village each evening to play guitar and sip wine with your amigos.
It's a little long. Fuck. Let's see if we can cut this down a little. I'm sure there's some spots we can cut out. But yeah, this basically has to be less than a minute, and it's a minute 5 seconds. So
this is one story that has genuinely completely changed my life. It's called The Parable of the Mexican Fisherman. There was once an American investment banker who met a fisherman at a coastal village in Mexico. The banker asked the fisherman how long he spent fishing each day. The fisherman replied, "Only a little while." So the banker asked, "Why don't you stay out longer and catch more fish?" The fisherman replied that he made enough money to support his family's immediate needs. "But what do you do with the rest of your time?" asked the banker. The fisherman said, "And catch more fish." The fisherman replied that he made enough money to support his family's immediate needs. "But what do you do with the rest of your time?" asked the banker. The fisherman said, "I sleep late, I play with my children, I take siestas with my wife, and in the evenings I go down to the village and I play the guitar and sip wine with my amigos." The banker said, "I think I can help you make millions. You should spend more time fishing, buy a load more boats, and eventually open up your own fishmonger. Of course, you need to leave this small coastal fishing village and move to New York City where you can run your expanding enterprise." The fisherman asked, "But how long will it take to make these millions?" And the banker replied, "Probably around 10 to 15 years. "But then what?" said the fisherman. The banker said, "Well, that's the best bit. You could move to a small... Probably around 10 to 15 years.
I think we could probably cut those 2 bits out. Ooh.
10 to 15 years. You could move to a small coastal fishing village in Mexico where you can sleep late, you can play with your children, you can take siestas with your wife, and you can stroll into the village each evening to play guitar and sip wine with your amigos."
Yeah, it's just 2 seconds off. God damn it. I guess what we could do, be a bit cheeky, would be, yeah, for sure, the Audition remix. Be funny as hell. Nest it. So yeah, we'll just nest this thing. And yeah, it's kind of a lazy way to do it. But I'd go to speed, make sure the pitch is still there. So it'll be just like 5% faster. Uh-oh.
This is one story that has genuinely completely changed my life. It's called The Parable of the...
God damn it. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
...of the Mexican Fisherman.
How long is this? Yeah, 3.5 mil, man. You don't mess around.
This is one story that has genuinely completely changed my life. It's called The... genuinely completely changed.
Yeah, we have to get a bit more creative.
One story that has genuinely changed my life.
Oop. There we are.
That has genuinely changed my life. It's called The Parable of the Next.
There.
It's called The Parable. Changed my life. Parable of the Mexican.
Oop, too far. On.
Changed my life. Parable of the Mexican.
A little more.
Changed my life. The Parable of. Changed my life. The Parable of the Mexican Fisherman. There was once an American. This is one story that has genuinely changed my life. The Parable of the Mexican Fisherman.
It's a little tight, but maybe.
My life. The Parable.
Let's see. Can we tighten this up any? Yeah, I guess not. Maybe we can tighten up from that end.
Changed my life. The Parable of.
No.
Changed my life. The Parable of the Mexican. My life. The Parable of the Mexican Fisherman. There was once an American investment banker who met a fisherman at a coastal village in Mexico. The banker asked the fisherman how long he spent fishing each day. The fisherman replied, "Only a little while." So the banker asked, "Why don't you stay out longer and catch more fish?" The fisherman replied that he made enough money to support his family's immediate needs. "But what do you do with the rest of your time?" asked the banker. Support his family. He made enough money to.
You have to get a little creative here. Ah, good.
The fisherman replied that he made enough money to. "But what do you do with the rest of your?"
Just tighten this up a little bit.
He made enough money. "But what do you do with the rest of your time?" asked the banker. The fisherman said, "I sleep late, I play."
Actually, better idea.
Family's immediate needs. "But what do you do with the rest of your time?"
Yeah, we just get it from this end.
"What do you do with the rest of your time?" The fisherman said, "I sleep late, I play with my children, I take siestas with my wife, and in the evenings I go down to the village and I play the guitar and sip wine with my amigos." The banker said, "I think I can help you make millions." You make millions. You should spend more time fishing wine with my amigos. And I think I can.
Tighten that up. A bit more.
My amigos. I think I can help you.
What's that?
I think I can.
Tighten that up, maybe.
Amigos. I think I can help you make millions. You should spend more time fishing, buy a load more boats, and eventually open up your own fishmonger. Of course, you need to leave this small coastal fishing village and move to New York City, where you can run your expanding enterprise. The fisherman asked, "But how long will it take to make these millions?" The fisherman asked,
And just to make it consistent, even though we've already passed the threshold, we'll still make it consistent. Most of his shorts are much shorter than this anyway, so.
Your expanding enterprise. But how long will it take to make these millions? And the banker replied, "Probably."
But yeah, productivity YouTube don't mess around, you know?
Take to make these millions? Probably around 10 to 15 years. You could move to a small coastal fishing village in Mexico where you can sleep late, you can play with your children, you can take siestas with your wife.
Actually, we'll fill this up with the "and then what?" Because I think that part is key. Where was was it? Because I took that out initially just to save time, but...
You could then move to a small coastal fish.
One more. This one.
The banker then said, "Oh, that's..." The banker said, "But then what?" said the fisherman.
Okay.
15 years. You could move to a small coastal fishing... These millions. Probably around 10 to 15 years. You could move to a small coastal... But then what? said the fisherman.
That'd be
15 years. You could move to a small...
I think we have enough room.
These millions. Probably around 10 to 15 years. But then... Enterprise. But how long will it take to make these millions? Probably around 10 to 15 years. But then what? You could move to a small...
It needs a little more time. Yeah.
But then what? said the fisherman. You could move to a small coastal fishing village in Mexico where you can sleep late, you can...
A little more anticipation.
said the fisherman. You could move to a small coastal fishing village in Mexico where you can sleep late.
Okay. One mode. Because he had, well, that's the best bit. And I think we have just enough time for that. Just enough. It'll be giddy, but I think we can pull it off. Let's see if we can.
You could then move to a...
That's not it.
Banker said, "Well, that's the best..." Well, that's the best bit. The fisherman. You could move to a...
Got an idea. Oop, fucked it on.
Probably around 10 to 15 years. But then what? That's the best bit.
Shit. No, I haven't left yet.
You could move...
I still work for them, but...
But then what? That's the best bit.
I gotta...
What? said the... That's the best bit.
Let's see here.
What? said the fisherman. That's the best bit. You could move to a small coast...
Yeah, just today's my day off, so. Ooh. We might be able to make this work, actually. I'll just have to tighten up elsewhere, but I think we can make this work.
Said the fisherman. That's the best bit. Said the fisherman. That's the best bit. You could move to a small coastal fishing village in Mexico where you can sleep late, you can play with...
Yeah, actually, we'll just cut that part off entirely. Fuck it. I thought it would be good, but yeah.
What? said the fisherman. You could move to a small coastal fishing village in Mexico where you can sleep late, you can play with your children, you can take siestas with your wife, and you can stroll into the village each evening to play guitar and sip wine with your amigos.
Nice. Amigo. Nice. Giddy giddy seifu. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, there's gonna be plenty of sun. It's not gonna be warm, but be nice. A lot of nice clear days in the winter as well. So, all right. So, what I'm gonna do is have this short be more in line with these other shorts that I got for reference. So, yeah, it's so warm. So I'm gonna be copying these ones actually. Let's. Yeah. Nice. I mean, if I weren't on stream, you know, that's a different kind of stream. I mean, sometimes you just gotta air your shit out. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? Hey. Yeah, I mean, right now I'm just in shorts and my cool tech. I don't even have heat tech on right now. I just have like a little fan going on. I have the window open. Oh yeah, nice. That's the way to do it, man. You know, like I'd rather just be here working on shit than like going to an office or whatever. Yeah, that shit's for the birds. Fuck that. So anyway, what I'm doing right now is like lubing Jeff Tubin, baby. Nice. Well, on that note, since I ain't got work today, aside from doing some edits, but let's get a little something to celebrate from the fridge. Little Strong Zero. I got the new apple ones. So they're a seasonal flavor. So been waiting for these to come back. I love these. Ideally, I'd like to have the green apple Strongs. A lot of the really nice tasting ones are kind of, weak in terms of alcohol content. Like they're usually like 4 or 5%, and like, come on, man, just a little bit more. But they bust these out for the seasonals. So go ahead and crack this bad boy open. It'll come pie to y'all tuning in. Bink. Some good shit. That's what it is with the Gaijin Strong Zeros. Well, still don't get it. It's an acquired taste, It's nice, it's cheap, gets me drunk. It's like pumpkin spice for women. Well, except it's well, I mean, they have seasonal flavors, but Strong Zero is forever. I would assume it's a similar attraction, but yeah, I know some people are more into like soju and stuff. I've tried it. Soju's pretty good. But I like it because I can get it off of Amazon and it gets delivered to me. And you can get it at the convenience, of course, but I've taken it. You'd think it's 0% alcohol. I know, right? At least the flavored ones. They have like a I think they call it like clear. Well, not clear, but they have non-flavored ones too, which apparently are like way more popular. Those and the lemon ones. Like, I fucking hate it that like there's some times where lemon is considered like the promotional flavor. It's like, come on, man. Like you can get lemon and grapefruit fucking everywhere. Zhuzh it up. Don't be scared. But in any event, what we're doing is I took a screen cap of the little picture you're seeing right now on Premiere, and I'm gonna be taking the colors of like the yellow and the blue. Too high for life, baby. Too high till I die. So we're just copying the hex code in Photoshop, so that way I can do it in here as well. So and obviously we'll that's the hex code. Actually, no, fuck it. We'll just put it there anyway. Just so y'all know. But let's go text. Change it to that. Okay. So there's that. Then next, get the blue one. Right. Yeah, like the strong zeros aren't actual. Even though they're called Chu Hai, they're not actually Chu Hai. They're made with vodka instead of actual sochu. Something I learned fairly recently, but such is life. Such is life. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and I'd say it's probably around 130. 1 cup? Nah. I'm not that much of an alcoholic. Jeez. That's how you know I'm in a state. If it gets to be that fucking bad. But let's see, I think it was I see. 5. YouTube 1 cup challenge trend, right? Instead of the 1 chip, it's the 1 cup, right? That'd be interesting. How do they do that though? 1 cup you can consume. Yeah, that's more of like a party thing. Like if I just do it by myself, it's just sad, you know. But looks kind of it, but collab, right? Yeah. See what everybody's up to, I suppose. 1 cup collab. See if people are down for that. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, like a let's do 50, I guess. Something a bit more all the way. There we go. A little bit. Just 8. Yeah, I don't know what YouTube's ruling is on that, but we'll see. Also got to see what others are up to as well, because this is kind of the time where it's like, you know, everybody's all busy and shit, so that is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely more of a TikTok thing. Just gotta find the right song and dance to it. Just sip it, you know. Like this is what I sound like with 1 cup, 1 cup. That's what I sound like on 2 cup, 1 cup. And 3, 1. And then like the 4th one, I'm just like on the floor with like the cup in my hand, just done. Self-immolation challenge. I don't think it has enough alcohol to do that, but yeah, it'd be something. So let's see here. Hit. No. Get through one to be rough. Yeah, that's fuck. Oh, there's everything. Okay. Got it. So just trying to match, I think, the, let's see, hit, oh, source text, right? Let's do bold. Yeah, it looks to be the same font. Okay. Well, that, oop, sorry, phone went off. Anyway. Oh, great. I don't have to fuss around with it then. Just Myriad Pro, but bold. Not bold condensed. Just bold. Cool. Well, that was easy. Yeah, let's go ahead. Get it to around here-ish, let's say. Hold Control just to make sure it's in the right little spot right there. Okay, looks good. Let's see if we can match the text here. 190. No, it's definitely much smaller than that. 150. Let's find out. That looks about right, actually. Go ahead, zoom in a little. Come on now. Then, damn, that's bang on almost. Well, spacing's a little different, but actually no. You gotta change the font size a little bit. Come on now. There we are. Alright. Actually, well, the font size is fine. Just gotta change the spacing a little bit. I think it is this. The kerning? Is that what it is? No, that's not it. What was it? I think it was this. Might be. Ah, okay, there we go. I thought that just like widened the text, but okay, it works on the spacing too. Nice. Wait a minute. It is a different font. What the hell? It looks so similar. Oh well. It doesn't have to be bang on, I guess. We just give it the old close enough, I suppose. And just space it out a little more for easy reading. See? Yeah. Actually, nah, fuck it. 150. Yep. Then we'll adjust the spacing here. There we are. 23. Nice. Okay. See? That's theirs. That's mine. Well, I mean, it's on top, so it's hard to read. But, cool. Alrighty. So, we'll just use this as the little sample size of things. So this is 150, 23. Okay, so that'd be 23 and 150. There we are. Nice. Nice. Let's see. They decided to capitalize everything here, but this one decided not to. So I think I think we'll just do it this way instead of having everything all caps. I just think it looks cleaner, so we'll just do it that way. So, alrighty. Move old Matthew Deeks over. And we'll just do it that way. So we got that going. Good, good, good. Okay. Next, we're going to pick some music. I'll just be going through Epidemic Sound. So we'll do a, come on now. Just a quick little camera change here. So back to me. Hi. So we're just going through Epidemic Sound right now. Come on now. Nice. Yeah, it's gonna be fairly decent this weekend too. A little rain on Sunday though, but Saturday looks good, as is the rest of the week. Nice. Hope it's good wherever y'all are at. So, let's go with some piano. Small motions probably. Oh, I haven't switched that over yet, have I? Okay, hold on. Let me do that. Where is it? Display capture. There we go. Hello. So there's that. Oh, there. Okay. Everything good? Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry about the drop there. Internet was being a little wonky. Let's try it again. Do they have just solo piano? I think so. Oh, there you are. Let's do Elegant, maybe? This is the hard part, trying to find music. Yeah. Let's just search for just fish. Now you can see my history. Fisherman. The Fisherman. Okay. That's not gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, God no. Maybe fishing. There we go. I don't think this is gonna work though, but nah. God no. Yeah, it could work. Let's yeah, let's do You can also download the stems too, which we might do, but we'll see. So anyway, back to the lab again, y'all. So let's go ahead. Oh yeah, I should probably close out Photoshop, huh? Don't really need it anymore. So we'll bring in the official main. And this is something that's like really cool that I want to show you. So first, we'll trim the ends here. Okay. So no swelling, it's just straight into it. A little more. Nice. Okay. And obviously, we'll be lowering the volume on that. So you got the hard limits. That there. He has it set fairly low. And actually, then we'll do, because I noticed on his ones the a lot of the detail is kind of removed, so we'll just raise the bass and cut the treble. Okay, and then we'll readjust the hard limits. Raise the bass a little bit, actually. Didn't think we would, but maybe a little more, actually. That's too much. So, oh, sorry. Hold on.
Siestas with my wife, and in the evenings I go down to the village and I play the guitar and sip wine with my amigos. I think I can help you make millions. You should spend more time fishing, buy a load more boats, and eventually open up your own fishmonger. Of course, you need to...
Nice. So, anyway, the neat little trick about this, and we'll go ahead and turn off all the stuff. So you're just hearing. I really want to do a tutorial on this later, but I'll just kind of give you the rough and tumble now. There's a way to remix the audio without having to manually cut it. It's called the remix tool. And it used to be just in Adobe Audition. So whenever I would add music or something like that, I would just put it through Audition, figure out how long I needed it to be, typed it in, and did it that way. But now you can just do it straight through Premiere, so you don't have to mess with Audition at all. So like I said earlier, I cut the end bits off here, got the remix tool going, and I'm just going to click the end here and just drag it to here. It'll analyze the clip. And it does make it a little bit longer, which is fine. And you can go in here, once you selected the track, you can customize it a little bit. You can add less segments, more variations, different types of variations and things as well. So that's pretty neat, I think. But, you know, for something like this, it's fairly short. I'm not going to get too into the weeds here. As long as it doesn't have too many repeating segments, which it doesn't, since we're cutting back. So we'll just cut that last little bit out. Add a fade about here, or let's go two seconds. Not too bad. You can bump that up to 1 though. Nice. And it's so low in the mix that it's not really that big of an issue. but we'll see. So turn all the hard limits and all that other shit back on, so it's...
The banker asked, why don't you stay out longer and catch more fish? The fisherman replied that he made enough money to support his family's immediate needs. But what do you do with the rest of your time? The fisherman said, I sleep late, I play with my children, I take the rest of your time. The fisherman said,
There's it somewhere.
Time. The fisherman of your time. The fisherman said, rest of your time. The fisherman said,
Okay, it's definitely in here somewhere.
rest of your time. The fisherman said,
Actually, I got an idea. Why don't we tighten this, or raise it a little bit?
rest of your time. The fisherman said, your time. The fisherman said,
Oop, that's not right.
what do you do with the rest of your time? The fisherman said,
What if we...
with the rest of your time. The fisherman said,
It's not just me, right? You guys hear that too?
rest of your time. The fisherman said,
Yeah.
with the rest of your time. The fisherman said, rest of your time. The fisherman said, I sleep late, I play with my children, I take siestas with my wife, and in the evenings I go down to the village and I play the guitar and sip wine with my amigos. I think I can help you make millions. You should spend more time fishing, buy a load more boats, and eventually open up your own fishmonger. Of course, you need to leave this small coastal fishing village and move to New York City, where you can run your expanding enterprise. But how long will it take to make these millions? Probably around 10 to 15 years. But then what? Said the fisherman. You could move to a small coastal fishing village in Mexico where you can sleep late, you can play with your children, you can take siestas with your wife, and you can stroll into the village each evening to play guitar and sip wine with your amigos.
Nice. All right. Now we're gonna add the the captions. So, see how it starts off here. Okay, sir. Just save it as is for now, and we'll just mute the music just to make it easy. So, I don't know if I've been streaming for. Do a quick stream check. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Hold on. Okay. About an hour. Not bad.
This is one story that has genuinely changed my life. The parable of the...
So I'll cut it here. Here.
Mexican fisherman. There was once an American investment banker who met...
Anchor. Who? Okay. There.
Banker who met a fisherman at a coastal village in Mexico. The banker asked
In Mexico. Oop.
the fisherman how long he spent fishing each day. The fisherman replied,
Okay, something like that.
this is one story that has genuinely changed my life.
This is one story that has genuinely changed my life. And then we'll also, this is one story that has genuinely changed my life. Okay. Obviously, we'll change the colors, of course. Change that one to white. And then we'll keep that as it is. And then change that to yellow. Right there. So, there we go. And then, oh, I completely forgot about that part. That's okay. At least we got the everything else done and dusted. So we'll just do that and that. Come on now. There we go. And that. Should be good. So, genuinely changed my life. Okay. So we'll use this for spacing. And then what we'll do is took a little picture, right? And bring it in here. Little flippity flip, right? Right. Then go ahead. And take this right about there. That's pretty good. Tighten that up a little bit. Probably, yeah. Okay, make 12. Nice. Just a second. Alright, cool. Alright, and now we have all that. Although I don't know if we'll have multicolors for all the lines, but I don't know. I kind of fuck with it actually, so kind of do. I think we'll just do this just for like the important ones, but for just the narration and things, we'll go ahead and just get that down. Yeah, we can just resize everything and then replace it. Welcome to the magical, mystical world of video editing, y'all. That going. Yeah, I kept these just in case, but I guess we won't need those. So. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. So authors would be in blue. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, got it. All right. So we'll just keep this. And what we'll do, we'll change some of the text. Just these. Back to white. One story that's genuinely change. It doesn't look as good. So I think we'll do it like that. This one story that's genuinely changed my life. Right. Looks good to me.
That has genuinely changed my life. The Parable of the Mexican Fisherman.
And then we'll have the Parable of the Mexican Fisherman in blue. The Parable.
Changed my life. The Parable of the Mexican Fisherman. There was once an American...
Actually, we'll do the one story in blue. Now I think about it. That'd be... Yeah, looks good.
This is one story that has genuinely changed my life. The Parable of the Mexican Fisherman. There was once an American... that has genuinely changed my life. The Parable of the Mexican Fisherman. There was once an American investment banker... that has genuinely changed my life. The Parable of the Mexican Fisherman. There was once an American investment banker...
There's once an American investment banker. Actually, the more I see this, the more I do want to just bring this back to that. Yeah. Still keep that. That's fine. That's fine. I think we'll change that to that though, because fisherman. So that's cool. Yeah, I don't need colored text for this one. I think we'll only do it for ones where it needs it. So.
Fisherman. There was once an American investment banker who met a fisherman at a coastal village in Mexico.
Met a fisherman at a coastal village in Mexico. Sorry. Who met a man in a coastal village Mexico. Okay. And okay. So let's see how it looks so far.
This is one story that has genuinely changed my life. The parable of the
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Genuinely changed my life. The parable of the Mexican fisherman. There was once an American investment banker who met a fisherman at a coastal village in Mexico. The banker...
Yeah, I do kind of like how you have the text in like...
It genuinely changed my life. The parable of the Mexican fisherman. There was once an American investment banker who met a fisherman at a coastal village in Mexico. The banker asked the fisherman...
Yeah, looks good. That's good.
Fisherman how long he spent...
Banker asked the fisherman... I think what we could do is we could have the colors also be like who's talking, right? So the fisherman will be in blue, you know, then yellow will be for the American business person, because those are the two colors that Ali uses. So the
banker asked the fisherman how...
The banker asked the fisherman. Okay, so. Okay. Actually, shit. No, that's fine. We'll train him in the next one.
Spent fishing each day. The fish...
How much time do you spend fishing each day?
How long he spent fishing each day. The fisherman replied, only... The banker asked the fisherman how long he spent fishing each day.
Okay, so it wasn't a direct quote. It's just... Okay, never mind then. So. Boop. So it's... How long he spent fishing each day. There we go. Because he's not actually asking, but it's like kind of an indirect sort of deal.
Mexico. The banker asked the fisherman how long he spent fishing each day. The fisherman replied, only a little while.
Only a little while. Okay. Got it. So we use the direct quotes for the colors. So, fisherman replied, only a little while. Let's see how it looks.
Mexico. The banker asked the fisherman how long he spent fishing each day. The fisherman replied, only a little while.
Oop. Yeah. Yeah. It. There we go. Okay.
Only a little while. So the banker asked, why don't you stay out longer and catch... Little while. So the banker asked, why don't you stay out longer and catch more fish?
The maker asked, why did she stay out?
Little while. So the banker asked, why don't you stay out longer and catch more...
Or longer, sorry. There you are.
Little while. So the banker asked, why don't you stay out longer and catch more fish? The fisherman replied that he made enough money to support his family's immediate needs.
So we're only doing it for direct quotes, but the coloration, I mean. But it is a good storytelling method, I'd say. And you'll see it. You'll see why here in a bit. But
Fish. The fisherman replied that he made enough money to...
that. Here we are.
Little while. So the banker asked, why don't you stay out longer and catch more fish? The fisherman replied that he made enough money to support his family's immediate needs. But what do you do with the rest of your... To support his family's immediate needs. But what do you do with the rest of your time? The fisherman said, I sleep late. The rest of your time, the fisherman said... The rest of your time, the fisherman said... Of your time, the fisherman said... With the rest of your time, the fisherman said, I...
Still good. Here. That's one of them deals, huh? Oh well. It's fine. Oh, whatever.
That he made enough money to support his family's immediate needs. But what do you do with the rest of... Fisherman. There was once an American investment banker who met a fisherman at a coastal village in Mexico. The banker asked the fisherman how long he spent fishing each day. The fisherman replied, only a little while. So the banker asked, why don't you stay out longer and catch more fish? The fisherman replied that he made enough money to support his family's immediate needs. But what do you do with the rest of your time? The fisherman...
But what do you do with the rest of your time? What do you do
The fisherman replied that he made enough money to support his family's immediate needs. But what?
Maybe I should have the colored text be responses, even if it's not direct responses. I think it just makes sense doing that. Okay, so we'll add those two.
Parable of the Mexican fisherman. There was once an American investment banker who met a fisherman at a
Okay, so this one. Let's see, invest. Actually, let me not like that. So we'll just highlight all these little deals. That.
fisherman. There was one
That's fine. It does go against the grain, but it's fine.
This is one story that has genuinely changed my life. The parable of the Mexican fisherman. There was once an American investment banker who met a fisherman.
Okay, and then the fisherman will be doot doot. Take little droplets. Boop. Or no, sorry. Shit. Clicked on the wrong thing. There we are. Yeah, what's up, Brock? Wait, do you manually do each line captions? Yeah, they can be auto-generated, but for shorts, you want it to be a bit more exact. So, and since this is like less than a minute, barely, but you know.
At a coastal village in Mexico.
At a coastal village.
Who met a fisherman at a coastal.
That's. Yo, what up? Yeah. Yeah, if this was like a full-length video or something like that, then yeah, I would definitely... If they wanted captions throughout the entire thing, then yeah, I would definitely have them auto done and then just tweak and peek from there. But since it's just shorts, like, I don't mind, you know? It's fine.
American investment banker who met a fisherman at a coastal village in Mexico. The banker...
Okay, and then the coloring. Yeah, so we're doing color coding right now. So the fisherman's in blue, banker's in yellow. So we're doing that. Banker, boop. That's the fisherman. Oh shit, that's not the right one. There you go. Okay, it's all better. And then same deal. Okay. Boop, boop. Just that way you know who's talking. So gets less confusion.
Met a fisherman at a coastal village in Mexico. The banker asked the fisherman how long he spent fishing each day. The fisherman...
Okay, and then we'll color the fisherman part as well. Because it's important to know who's talking, especially for this, because that's kind of the point of the whole parable, excuse me.
How long he spent fishing each day. The fisherman replied, only a little while. So the banker asked, why don't you...
Okay, and then... and catch more fish. Okay. Valid question. Let's see.
Stay out longer and catch more fish. The fisherman replied that he made it.
Okay, and then actually, I'll tell you what. I think we'll change it back. So the direct quotes will be like this, but I think we'll just revert this back to white. Okay. All right, cool. So it should be makes sense.
Coastal village in Mexico. The banker asked the fisherman how long he spent fishing each day. The fisherman replied, only a little while. So the banker asked, why don't you stay out longer and catch more fish? The fisherman replied that he made enough money to support his family's immediate needs. But what do you do with the rest of your time? The fisherman said, I sleep late, I play with my children, I take siestas with my wife, and in the evenings I go. The fisherman said, I sleep late, I play with my children.
So
Said, I sleep late, I
something like that. We can
play with my children, I take
play.
I take siestas with my wife, and in the
evenings. Okay. Shavon.
And in the evenings, I go down to the village and I play
Down to the village.
and I
Play guitar with my amigos. So there.
and I play the guitar and sip wine with my amigos.
Hell yeah. That's the way to do it.
The fisherman said, I sleep late.
Fishman said, I sleep late. Okay. Oh. The Pfizerman? The Pfizerman.
The fisherman said, I sleep late.
Sleep late. Comma. Ah! What the fuck happened there? Add an extra space.
Play with my children. I
I play with my children. Okay. Doo-doo. Comma. Be
your time. The fisherman said, I sleep late. I play with my children. I take
never mind.
late. I play with my children. I take siestas with my wife. And
I take siestas with my wife. Take siestas with my wife, comma.
with my wife. And in the evenings, I go down to the village and I
In the evenings, I go down to the village.
And in the evenings, I go down to the village.
Down to the village.
I take siestas with my wife, and in the evenings, I go down to the village and I play the guitar and sip wine with.
And sip wine with my amigos. Or it's just here. I think that's how it is.
And I play the guitar and
I play the guitar. The guitar.
wife, and in the evenings I go down to the village and I play the guitar and sip wine with my amigos.
Nice. Okay.
Sip wine with my amigos. I think I can help you make millions. You should.
I think I can help you make millions. That's where you get that one from. Stretch that one out. I think I can help you make millions.
I think I can help you make millions. You should spend more time fishing, buy a load more boats, and eventually I can help you make millions. You should spend more time fishing, buy a load more boats, and eventually open up your own fishmonger.
Eventually open up your own fishmonger.
You should spend more time fishing.
You should spend more time fishing.
Buy a load more boats.
Buy a load more boats. Or
millions. You should spend more time fishing, buy a load more boats, and eventually open up your
I think it's how you spell fishmonger, right? I think so. T-E-R, right? Yeah. Is it one word or two words? I guess it's one word. The more you know. It's a good thing I looked it up. That's for sure. Alrighty. Alright, So let's see here.
Support his family's immediate needs. But what do you do with the rest of your time? The fisherman said, I sleep late, I play with my children, I take siestas with my wife, and in the evenings I go down to the village and I play the guitar and sip wine with my amigos. I think I can help you make millions. You should spend more time fishing, buy a load more boats, and eventually open up your own fishmonger. Of course, you need to leave this small coastal fishing village and move to New York City, where you can run
New York City, where you can run your own thing. Okay, so it's 3 different sections. So.
Fishmonger. Of course, you need to leave this small coastal fishing village and move to New York City. And move to New York City, where you can run your expanding enterprise.
Where you can run your own expanding business or whatever it was. Okay.
You need to leave this small coastal fishing village.
Of course, you'll need to leave. Of course. Oop. Need to leave this small coastal, comma. I think so it is.
Of course, you need to leave this.
You need to.
Of course, you need to leave the.
Not you, not you. Sorry.
Your own fishmonger. Of course, you need to leave this small coastal fishing village and move to New York City, where you can run your expanding enterprise.
And moved to New York City.
And move to New York City, where.
Moved to New York City. Okay, I guess we don't need the comma there.
This small coastal fishing village and move to New York City, where you can run your expanding.
Where you can run your expanding empire. Run your expanding empire. Period. Oh, okay.
Your own fishmonger. Of course, you need to leave this small coastal fishing village and move to New York City, where you can run your expanding enterprise. But
enterprise, not empire. Sorry, empire. I don't know why I said empire. I knew it was an E word. I just forgot.
And fishmonger. Of course, you need to leave this small coastal fishing village and move to New York City, where you can run your expanding enterprise. But how long will it take to make these millions? Probably.
But how long will it take to make these millions? Where's the... Yes. And so in addition to the text, I think we'll also add some characters as well. But how long will this take?
But how long will it take to make these millions? Probably.
But how long will it take to make these millions? Make these millions. Okay.
These millions. Probably around 10 to 15 years. But then
Probably around 10 to 15 years. Actually, the more I think about it, because he was very keen on making sure that it doesn't interfere with like the branding and stuff, I think I'll probably just stick with text. Even though I do want to add pictures and stuff as references, but you know.
These millions. Probably around 10 to 15 years.
Probably around 10 to 15 years.
make these millions? Probably around 10 to 15 years. But then what? Said the fisherman.
But then what? Said the fisherman.
Around 10 to 15 years. But then what? Said the fisherman. You could move to a small coastal fishing village in Mexico where you could move to a small coastal fishing village in Mexico where you can sleep late, you can play late, you can play with your children, you can take with your children, you can take siestas with your wife, and you can stroll.
Nice.
Move to a small coastal fishing village in Mexico.
Let's move to a small coastal village in Mexico. I think he said fishing.
You could move to a small.
You say could or can?
You could move to a.
Could.
You could move to a small coastal fishing village in Mexico where you can sleep late.
Where you can sleep late. Where you can sleep late. Yeah, I need to get rid of the other comma.
Fishing village in Mexico where you can sleep late, you can play with your
children. You can play with your children. Play with your children.
Where you can sleep late, you can play with your children, you can take siestas with your wife.
You can take siestas with your wife.
Your children, you can take your children, you can take siestas with your wife, and you can stroll into the village each.
There we go. It's a bit more even.
Sleep late, you can play with your children, you can take siestas with your wife, and you can stroll into the village each evening to play guitar. And you can stroll into the village each evening to play. Play guitar and sip wine with your amigos.
Nice. And
you can stroll into the village each evening to.
You can stroll into the village each evening.
And you can stroll into the village each evening to play guitar and sip wine.
Play guitar and... period. Send.
To play guitar and sip wine with your amigos.
Nice. Now, we'll also add something else I didn't have there earlier.
To play guitar and sip wine with your amigos.
Nice. It's a very subtle thing, but it's there.
This is one story that has genuinely changed my life. The parable of the Mexican fisherman. There was once an American investment banker who met a fisherman at a coastal village in Mexico. The banker asked the fisherman how long he spent fishing each day. The fisherman replied, only a little while. So the banker asked, why don't you stay out longer and catch more fish? The fisherman replied that he made enough money to support his family's immediate needs. But what do you do with the rest of your time? The fisherman said, I sleep late, I play with my children, I take siestas with my wife, and in the evenings I go down to the village and I play the guitar and sip wine. Play with my children, I take siestas with my wife, and in the evenings I go down to the village and I play the guitar and sip wine with my amigos. I think I can help you make millions. You should spend more time fishing, buy a load more boats, and eventually open up your own fishmonger. Of course, you need to leave this small coastal fishing village and move to New York City where you can run your expanding enterprise. But how long will it take to make these millions? Probably around 10 to 15 years. But then what, said the fisherman. You could move to a small coastal fishing village in Mexico where you can sleep late, you can play with your children, you can take siestas with your wife, and you can stroll into the village each evening to play guitar and sip wine with your amigos.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Then just add the music. Right, great. Fantastic. So, all right. So just to give you an idea, and we'll do a little React Andy Japandy over here to these things. Just to give you an idea of the shorts that are used here. So
if you've ever wanted...
Oops, sorry. All right. Okay. And we'll switcheroo here. Got ourselves a little React Andy Japandy going on. All right. Just to give you an idea of the level of shorts, because there are some, I've seen a couple in here that they kind of went a little ham with the editing, and then the recent ones are kind of basic. So I really like this hoodie. This hoodie is actually from the same company that I got my other one from. It's called Moon Color. It's a British company. So it's in the closet. It's in blue and it's got the zip. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, I digress.
To start a business and become an entrepreneur, then here are 5 books that I think you should read. Firstly,
Okay, so we got the color from this.
Entrepreneur Revolution by Daniel Priestley. Secondly, Hell Yeah or No by Derek Sivers. Thirdly, Someday is Today by Matthew Dix. Next, of course, The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. And finally, The Third Door by Alex Bernay. Okay. I've listened to more than 500 podcasts in the last 2 years, and these are my 12 favorite podcasts that have changed my life. And
you know, something I noticed, he uses the American spelling for favorite instead of the British spelling. I wonder if that's by design or it just kind of happened that way. Fun little fact. Anyway.
Help me grow my business. We've got The Tim Ferriss Show, Deviate with Rolf Potts, Bookworm.
So you see, like, when he moves his finger and stuff, you hear the little swipe, and then you see, like, the little things kind of swiping off to the side. You also get the little motion blur, too. It's pretty cool.
The Knowledge Project, My First Million, Huberman Lab, Noah K.
So that's pretty cool.
This is my bullet journal
that
I've been using for the last 3 months. We start off with a monthly spread that shows the whole calendar.
See, I like this because most people would add like just a dense amount of text, but this one really takes it nicely because it has just kind of a basic like, what is this? Oh, it's a monthly log. Okay, cool. And it leaves more room, especially for shorts where screen real estate is definitely at a premium. So you really have to make it count, you know, so.
For the month. Then we have a monthly check-in where I check
Got the little emojis there too. It's pretty dope.
in with physical, emotional, spiritual work and stuff, and then a brain dump. Next we have a gratitude page and a memory log page where every day of the month I can write a few things I'm grateful for and a few memories that I want to hang on to. And this is how I plan my weekly spreads. So nice. Monday.
Should you buy the new iPhone 14? My honest review of this is that you probably don't need it. It's basically exactly the same as the iPhone.
I like how they added some extra stuff in here as well. This was something I was considering, was adding, you know, like some stock footage of like fishermen and things like that. But then I noticed like the recent ones haven't done that, so I'm like, you know, if we want to do these on like a consistent basis, I don't know, because he's also into like minimalism and, you know, not doing too much, so it's.
11, the iPhone 12, and the iPhone 13. It's just slightly faster, but you're never going to notice that anyway. It's got a slightly better camera, but it's really hard to notice that anyway. And in fact, the battery life on this is worse than the battery life on my old iPhone 13. So unless you're a tech nerd or you have a load of money to burn, honestly, if you're looking for a new iPhone, just go on Amazon, go somewhere, buy the old iPhone 11 or 12 for a few $100s, and you're probably going to be fine. Should you buy the new iPhone 14? My honest review of this is that you probably don't need it. It's basically exactly the same as the iPhone 11, the iPhone 12, and the iPhone 13. It's just slightly faster, but you're never going to notice that anyway. It's got a slightly better camera, but it's really hard to notice. 156. That is.
I think it would have been cool. I had an idea for this short. Like if I was able to do this, I would have typed up like 156 words. So I'd basically go to this website that he went to and just found like something that had 156 words, just a little blurb of whatever, and just had it like type all the way out and then 156 as he said it. That'd been cool. So it'd be like,
should you buy the new iPhone 14? My honest 156. That is how many words I used to be able to type in 1 minute on this keyboard. Let's see if I can still do it. Yep. All right, let's go.
this is dope.
Ah, 147. Guess I need a bit more practice. All right, let's try again. 3 levels of making money online. An internet Padawan, you are selling your service.
Now he has like a green screen for this, so he didn't have a green screen for the other one, so that's why I didn't add all the extra shit in the back.
Services to people. Maybe editing videos or copywriting, basically any skill that you can learn that people are willing to pay for. This is a pretty easy way to start making money, but the problem is that you're always going to be trading your time for your money.
Yeah.
That's why to be an internet Jedi Knight, try and sell products online. You could sell other people's products through dropshipping or affiliate links, but it's way better to create your own products and sell those. Things like online courses or Notion templates or
Yeah, see, I thought about that as well.
website themes or digital downloads. That way you can create the thing once and it makes money even while you sleep. But to really become an internet Jedi master, you can leverage the attention of people that already know, like, and trust you by building an audience first. To build that audience, create a blog or a podcast or a YouTube channel or a Twitter or anything else that lets you provide value to people completely for free. Because once you've built that trust and you've given people loads of stuff for free, they're more likely to buy from you further down the line. And that
Interesting.
was a summary of I quit being a doctor after 8 years of training, and these 2 techniques helped me make that decision. Firstly, the gravestone hacks that I used
Yeah, more green screen stuff.
to get
so.
better sleep. 1, put your phone away across the room and stick an app. If you want to get things done in a sustainable fashion, here are 3 essential laws for productivity. First, there is Parkinson's. In Atomic Habits, James Clear teaches us how to build better habits and break our bad ones so that we can live our best lives. Here are my 5 key lessons from the book. 1, small habits lead to big changes. If you get 1% better each day, you'll get 37 times better by the end of the year. As James writes, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. 2, if you want better results,
Interesting. Let me check something. We'll just check the views here real quick just to see. Obviously, you know, you can kind of ignore the newest one because it just came out. But then again, it has a pretty consistent view count for what's going on here. Actually, when did this come out?
if you've ever
Can you see when this came out? Okay, hold on to check out your kid to my face. Okay, cool. I'll get comments. So at least a day ago. Okay. Let me see here. Just so dude herb. So 1 day ago then. Okay, cool. So that's the newest one. Come on. So I guess this does kind of fall in line with the relative new ones. So So the newer ones, past 5 ones, 30 to 46K. And then obviously the how to make money and some of the older, well, I mean, it's not that old, maybe a week or so old. Let's see.
3 levels of
2 months old, shit. Ollie, buddy. Y'all gotta get on that shit. Okay, maybe that's why it got so many views. 2 months ago, shit. Man's gotta get on that. Maybe that is why he's hiring an editor. So he does more shorts. Okay. So yeah, these are like some of the older ones. So obviously, got all this stuff. Okay. Alright. I see.
Hey friends, welcome back to Rapid Fire. In this episode, we're answering the question, how do you get over a productivity slump in lockdown? Honestly, this is something that I've been struggling with daily. There's a few things I found helpful. Firstly, I find it actually quite helpful to go for a walk. These days, if I go for a walk, I'm either on the phone with someone on my AirPods or I'm listening to a podcast.
That's why I'm doing more IRL streams as well. At least when I can. I can't do it all the time because, the old data will get throttled. But, once a week or so, I think is good.
Or even now, I'm experimenting with dictating my book that I'm writing while I'm going on walks. I'm also finding that having a Zoom co-working accountability group, which I've set up basically every day, we just get hundreds of people onto a Zoom call and I play my music and we all do work together. That's been really helpful. And honestly, other than that, just making sure you get the right amount of sleep. Those are my tactics for combating the productivity slump in lockdown. Hey friends, welcome back to Rapid Fire. In this episode.
Okay. Yeah. Watching people watch me work. That's productivity, am I right? Who would do such a thing? Okay. And it's all about the same shit, so alrighty. That's enough React Dandy Japandy there. So it's funny. Even though I kind of ironically joked the whole React Dandy Japandy, that is actually something I'm thinking about doing for an upcoming series. Is reacting to like Japan videos, like Japan themed videos. I think it'd be funny. But in any event, oh shit, 2 hours. Yeah, it's been a long time. I know I said we'd do the Eric Mealtime one, but it is getting kind of late where you guys are. I'm assuming most of you guys are stateside or elsewhere. Might be a couple in Japan, hard to say. But I think just in consideration for you guys, I'll just end things here. So actually, before we do though, we'll play the whole thing in its entirety, and then we'll wrap it up. So. But yeah, before we do, I just want to say, actually no, I'll do my little after stream mentions later. So let's watch the video.
This is one story that has genuinely changed my life, the parable of the Mexican fisherman. There was once an American investment banker who met a fisherman at a coastal village in Mexico. The banker asked the fisherman how long he spent fishing each day. The fisherman replied, only a little while. So the banker asked, why don't you stay out longer and catch more fish? The fisherman replied that he made enough money to support his family's immediate needs. But what do you do with the rest of your time? The fisherman said, I sleep late, I play with my children, I take siestas with my wife, and in the evenings I go down to the village and I play the guitar and sip wine with my amigos. I think I can help you make millions. You should spend more time fishing, buy a load more boats, and eventually open up your own fishmonger. Of course, you need to leave this small coastal fishing village and move to New York City where you can run your expanding enterprise. But how long will it take to make these millions? Probably around 10 to 15 years. But then what, said the fisherman. You could move to a small coastal fishing village in Mexico where you can sleep late, you can play with your children, you can take siestas with your wife, and you can stroll into the village each evening to play guitar and sip wine with your amigos.
Nice. Alrighty. Looks to Gucci's to me. So, anyway, before we wrap things up here on the stream, first off, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Really feels good to be making content on here again, and definitely want to keep at it. I've been speaking of shorts, I've been making a lot more shorts on this channel as well. Kind of a combination of stuff that I've already made for this channel, just to kind of get some attention to some of the older content, as well as some like memes and stuff that I've made elsewhere off of YouTube. So I think putting those into shorts, because it doesn't clog up the main feed, it allows me to still kind of express some creativity and stuff kind of outside of Japan things. I think that it definitely helps, and helps bring in a new audience, and kind of shows you that I'm more than just, the Japan guy, basically. So, and then for the other stuff, helps bring in attention to older videos. And eventually I want to do more shorts that are newer, so have like, non-recycled content for the shorts. I was thinking of doing like a Mr. Peachy mini-series with shorts, like reacting to different things. React Dandy Japandi, but Mr. Peachy edition. So, doing that, and then, like I said earlier, the React Dandy Japandi, I think it's going to be an interesting series. Even though it's pretty basic, just reacting to things. But I think, especially after a couple of these, I'm a little more Genki about stuff. So I think it'll be fun. And it's a fun little experiment, if anything. So, but yeah, guys, definitely be on the lookout for more of that quality content. And with that said, this is Andy. Signing for now. As always, forever. We'll see you next time. Catch you later, guys. Bye.